Hello and welcome to Crypto News. Today is January 27th, 2026, and here are the top cryptocurrency news stories. Let's start with our ETPs last week, which were the biggest outflows since November 2025. Total outflows were $1.7 billion, with Bitcoin seeing $1 billion in outflows and Ethereum seeing $630 billion in outflows. Despite the outflows, some are still buying, like the strategy of Mr. Michael Saylor, who bought 2,932 BTC for $264 billion and now owns 712,647 BTC. Behind him, BitMine, who also told us that he bought $116 million in Ethereum last week. However, BitMine has an ace up its sleeve, and that is staking. As you know, it has staked Ethereum, and for that reason, it will have $164 million in annual staking revenue. Moving on to our ETFs, we will go to Avalanche, which also has its own ETF from VanEck. This also has staking on it, and we will see in the coming days how it moves. Meanwhile, Cathie Wood's ARK Invest has filed with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, for two ETFs. The first ETF will be the CoinDesk 20, which in turn tracks Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, XRP, and Cardano. The second ETF will track CoinDesk 20, however, it will exclude Bitcoin, so it will be a more volatile ETF, as you can imagine. Moving on to our news, we will go to Ripple, which has another very large partnership in Saudi Arabia. Ripple has partnered with the innovation arm of Riyadh Bank, a major Saudi Arabian financial institution, to explore the use of blockchain technology in the country's financial system. A great role for XRP, and these kinds of moves are what we want to see from the cryptocurrency market. This is one of the largest banks in Saudi Arabia, with assets worth over $130 billion by mid-2025. From Ripple, we'll move on to a coin that has made a big impression, and that's River, which has gained 1,900% in the last month. And the reason is because they are pushing it like crazy. We will start with Mr. Arthur, who said that this coin will go up, and also called on CEX and DEX to list it, while Mr. Justice Sun has invested $8 million to integrate River's technology into Tehran. To be specific, it is a platform that aims to eliminate the need for bridging stablecoins on blockchains. And as we said, it has already been pushed by Mr. Arthur and Mr. Justice Sun. Now let's say that something I noticed is that if we go to DeFi Llama, we see that the total TVL of River was at $20 million, suddenly it dropped to $500 to $600 million, and now it has dropped to $150 to $160 million. We don't know why, it's just something I noticed. And now we're gonna go into our favorite cryptocurrency market, where Bitcoin is at $88,000, a price that has made a very good recovery from our support. However, there was also liquidation that reached $750 billion. And for the last news of the day, we're going to go to the CME gap, where the CME gap can't help the price go down, it helps it go up. Let me tell you that there is a CME gap, specifically two CME gaps at the price of $89,000, and there is another one at $93,000. And as we've said, traditionally at least, the price of an asset moves up or down to close those gaps. That wraps up the top news for crypto today, January 27th, 2026. I'd like to remind you that the content you just watched is created for educational purposes only and should not be considered as investment advice, but rather as investment opinion. Please subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and feel free to comment. Take care everyone, and have a good day.